My great-grandfather ran a general store in Ridgebury, Pennsylvania, and he decided that he needed to put an addition on his house, which he did. And his customers started coming into the store and asking him to consider building a house for them or putting additions on their home. My grandfather and his sister's husband and an uncle decided to buy Welliver. And they were Clarence Welliver and Louis Edwards, and my grandfather, Wild Bill. My grandfather built did a lot of the work at Arnott Ogden. My grandmother was a nurse. Esther Welliver was a nurse at Arnott Ogden, the radiology department. One of our first jobs was, or one of the ones was the Women's Health Center on your campus, Arnott. We've done a lot of work in healthcare. St. Joe's, I was there during the flood. I left home one morning and I went into St. Joe's in the bucket of a loader with my dad and Aunt Darmple, and I was there for 4 days. I slept upstairs, and we worked to clean it up. And I went to the Corning Hospital, and I stayed there 2 or 3 days, and I was never home. But it was all an interesting story. It's been a great ride, a lot of fun, and I guess the most interesting part of the business to me is all the people.
I was exposed to it from a very early age, but wasn't convinced that I wanted to do that when I grew up. When I went to college, it took me my first year to know that, well, why would I want to do anything else? Because this is sitting here waiting for me. So that's when I decided that I wanted to, basically declare my major as construction management.
I honestly didn't think that was where I would end up. I think my dad wanted me to be a civil engineer and go to Clarkson and come work here, but I had maybe different aspirations. Went to college. I took an anthropology class, and so I decided I was going to be an anthropology major. Not sure what I was going to do with that, but it is the study of cultures, and that is what drew me to Welliver when I was lost after I graduated college. And my dad said, well, you should come and have an interview with our CFO and you can work in the accounting department, because at the time I was working at Elmira Savings Bank. One question she asked me during that interview was, are you sure that you want to come work for a family company? Because, it can be challenging. It might be challenging in other family companies, but we're pretty close. I mean, my brother is my best friend, and my parents have been an inspiration, and there really was, since there was an opportunity, I decided I would take it. My dad had amassed a group of people around him that were the best in the business. And so that is what we have done, is tried to hire people smarter than we are, take good care of our people. And part of that is taking care of our community, because we live, play, work in the facilities that we build.
Goes back a ways.
I was born there.
Well, we were born at St. Joe's, or I was.
No,
No, you weren't.
not. No, you weren't.
Look at, we're all learning stuff today.
You were born at Arnott.
No,
Okay.
it's wrong.
All right. Okay.
Were you there?
I thought it was St. Joe's, but okay.
No.
My mom and dad were born there. All my siblings were born there. I was born there.
We're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep serving Arnott as one of our favorite healthcare organizations.
We give because it's important, but the things that I choose to give to in our community are things that are important to me.
It takes care of us, so we can help out by taking care of them. So we'd like to give back. One thing that my father did tell me is that his father always said, you give back more than you take. And that's very important to our community.
You asked about my legacy.
Yeah.
I've thought a lot about it, and I've said it over and over a lot of times, and it's always do the right thing.